Yeah, she finna take a shower right now.
Yeah, she the one right now we call this the powerhouse.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what you tell her is before she go to bed, she gotta activate her black girl magic to protect her in her dreams, and she gonna see an owl,
Okay. Okay.
right? And the owl gonna make sure that don't nothing come by her that's gonna scare her,
All right.
right? So anytime she get ready to go to bed, if she thinks she gonna have a bad dream, just tell her say black girl magic activate, and can't nothing mess with you in your dreams,
Okay.
right? Tell her the
Okay.
more she do it, the stronger she get.
Okay. All right.
Right. So yeah, so just that's enough to get her started. She gonna ask more questions later, but by the end you'll be caught up enough to answer them.
Okay. And also, I think a few days ago, I wasn't asleep, but you know how you can close your eyes and you can see something? Like, I seen
Yeah,
like
that's
a rhino like coming toward my house and like doing I guess a U or C shape and like going. I didn't see who was on it, but it was, I don't know, it was crazy because I don't usually see stuff like that unless I'm meditating.
that's what you was doing. When you close your eyes and you ain't asleep, you looking with your third eye.
Mm, okay. If that's the case, another thing happened. I closed my eyes and I seen like pretty much your eyes and your third eye was like, it looked like stars. It was like one, two, and then another one. Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
All
So
right.
it's telling you since your two eyes become one and your star shines its brightest.
Mm. Okay. All
So
right.
you channeling ancestral energy from your mother line, your mother's father line, and
Mm-hmm.
your father's mother line,
Okay.
right? And that's why you got the purple crown, because the purple is what you call the royal ark, the crown seat.
Mm. Okay.
And the crown chakra is purple,
All right.
right? And you governed by black girl magic. So that's where your power at.
Okay. I got one last question. I was
Hmm.
meditating. I don't know if this means anything, but I was meditating and spirit was like, told me to like rock back and forth. I don't know what that was supposed to do.
Okay, so what that does is it shakes your medulla.
Oh, okay.
Your medulla is at the base of your spine,
Mm-hmm.
which is a pump.
Mm-hmm.
It's a two pump system. One is a pushing pump. That's at the base of your spine. The other one is a suction pump, and it's in your medulla.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
rock it. It's what they call a kinetic meditation, a moving meditation like Tai Chi,
Mm-hmm. And I just
right?
looked that up. I remember you saying that. Both of those. Okay.
Yeah. So this is what you're doing. When the spirit tell you that, it's showing you where your energy blocked and how to move it.
Mm. Okay. And I did
Yeah.
it too. And then it told me to like lay down because I usually like sit up, aren't like Indian style, but I laid
Hmm.
down. I don't know what that
Hmm.
was supposed to do either, but I did it.
It's a different meditative posture. You got a picture of the Buddha laying on his side,
Mm.
meditating.
Okay.
Right. So it's also another form of meditation. It's all kind of meditations.
Mm-hmm.
And people think that you have to always sit in the lotus position to meditate. I meditate while I'm in motion. I can be having
Mm-hmm.
this conversation and hit meditation at the same time. From
See,
training myself to do it while I'm doing stuff.
See, I don't know if I'm channeling that because, okay, a while back I had postpartum and I was going to therapy and I was telling her about like I'd be in the store or something and I'd just get in my, I call it getting in my head, but I would like try to like be present. Like I couldn't do both at the same time. So I don't know if
It takes
that,
practice. Yeah,
okay.
it takes practice. A lot of practice going into that. So
Okay.
I used to practice playing basketball, lifting weights. I'm meditating while I'm doing everything, cleaning, mopping the floors. I got more done mopping floors in the joint in active meditation and learning the process and how it works.
Okay.
Right?
Well,
Because when you go into that trance, whatever task you working on, you look up and you be like, God damn, I mopped this whole hall already?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you know when you hit that what's it's called the alpha state.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You gotta get to the alpha brainwave.
Okay.
So it actually takes the you know how it's like it'd be hard to do something because you don't really want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It takes the hard part out. It just get done.
Mm.
Right. So
Okay.
now there's no like the task is irrelevant because you're doing something in the mind that's more superior than the task you're doing with the body.
Mm.
The spirit is stronger than the physical. The stronger you get spiritually, the more you can function moving about physically while remaining in the spiritual mindset.
Mm. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. You stay in touch.
All right. Thanks. Gratitude.
Okay. Yeah. We'll pull up the next one.
Okay.
Been a minute. How you doing?
You know what? I've been good. You know, it don't let me know when you go live no more. I just realized that. I'm like, damn. So I thought you was, taking a break and shit, but I realized that it just wouldn't let me know that you be going live. So now I gotta like literally click on your page and shit.
Yeah, I haven't
So
done that in a couple days anyway. But
oh, okay, okay.
you're not the only one that's being blocked from catching me on the live.
Mm-hmm. Peace and unity to everybody. Carving what it do. Shout out to everybody in here.
You
Peace
see,
and love, value.
you see the paperwork I was reading.
Yes, 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 yes.
Do you understand it? Did I confuse you anywhere?
Yes, 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 you did.
All right, let's go over it. Let's talk about it. That's what we're here for.
Right. Oh shit, it's about to get real. About to get
Okay.
real, y'all.
So where did you get confused at?
Well, the part that I did get was the part that us all coming together as one collective, saying free Larry. And I also got that, you know, basically the government they just waiting on us to do our part. Like this shit already done. So
No, you
we
ain't.
just gotta do our part.
Yeah, you ain't confused. You know exactly what I was saying.
Mm,
Government surrendered. They tapped the fuck out.
right.
They just waiting on us to pick up the motherfucking real shit. Them tribal flags,
Right.
right?
They're not gonna tell us, oh, it's over with. It's over with, y'all.
Yeah, that's our job. It's our responsibility as a sovereign being to exercise sovereign jurisdiction once they didn't submit it. And they submitted, and I just proved it with this paperwork. You know. So when I started out, excuse me, when I started out on the last live, I started out with a couple of movies. One was Doctor Strangelove, and the other one was what's the name of that? I keep forgetting the name of that fucking movie. I Come in Peace, right? Where they was talking about the harvesting of adrenochrome, and I was just going over some of the codes in them.
Mm,
I segue from there to Malcolm X, which took me to the Black Panthers, the Black Panther Brigade, which preceded the Black Panther Party, right? In World War II, as a brigadier of tank brigade, right? So I went from there to Malcolm, who was telling us about the infiltration, right? Went from Malcolm to the Indigenous Rights Act of the United States and the UN, and that's what I was going over when you chimed in. I was going over what these documents say. I was showing them with the document they didn't already tap the fuck out.
right.
We just not acting like we got our shit, so that's what we ain't got.
Mm,
As long as we ignore the fact that they tapped out, then we just letting them walk around and pretend like they us until we time to act like we ready. We ain't ready. Is it anything
Right.
that you any message you want to get across while you on here?
I mean, basically, just what you saying, man. I just want to, speak on what you saying. It's like if it's over with, and like the enemy, they're not gonna tell us that it's over with. So, like you saying, it's up to us to, do our parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, like where in a battle do the enemy be like, oh yeah, well y'all won, so we gonna just whatever, whatever.
Yeah. So the white
So,
flag was the Indigenous Rights Act of the UN. Another white flag was the Indigenous Rights Act of the United States, and another white flag was the 400 years commemoration in order to match up with the prophecy, right? Because they're using the stellar map that's in the Bible. While we think the Bible was for religious purposes, they using it to read the closing of the age and the time frame that we in. They not even reading the Bible the same way that the church tell the people to read it. Right? They reading the astrological markers in the Bible. They not reading the book. They can get less than the shit about the stories. They want the numbers. They want the parallels with the zodiac. Right? Then they want the totem animal to be talked about. Right? So this is all what they going through when they looking at the Bible. They don't look at it like we look at it. Right? And as long as we doing divide and conquer, that's all. That's they on. We on their autopilot. They put us on.
okay, so I do want to say one other thing. I'll speak on something else. Like, okay, with us being content and passive with the things that we have, like running water, electricity. I know deep down that's something that we should be worrying about, but for like an average person that's just getting into this shit and kind of like nervous and like kind of like scared, like, oh well, they're gonna cut off the lights, so they're gonna do this or do that. Like, what words would you like say to someone like that?
And all that shit gonna be short lived. Okay, for the people in the cold climate, it's against the law when the weather drops to a certain temperature for them to turn off your heat. If your, so you need both gas and electricity to run your heat. It's also against the law. These are, you gotta look it up under the lawyer tenant agreements, and you look it under the utility agreements. The utility agreement, if you got a infant child or an elderly person in the home, they ain't supposed to turn your shit off, right? And they supposed to give you a program to allow you to keep your power on during the cold months. That's the first thing. By the time at the current rate, I don't think we're gonna ever wake up in sufficient numbers to reclaim our shit. I think I'm beating a dead horse. I think I'm wasting my time, personally. But I still got to do it because Big Mama told me to do it. Right? So this the old Jonah in the whale scenario. So I'm in the belly of the beast trying to tell the people in the villa what's coming, and they laughing at me, calling me a lunatic, crazy motherfucker that don't know what the fuck you talking about. When you know that somebody know what they talking about and they show you the proof, it requires you to perform a function in commemoration of the truth. Each one fucking teach one. That's it.
So basically, we don't need to worry about nothing that they got, no type of utilities, nothing that they got built, because we can basically recreate that shit, and then they can't turn shit off anyway.
Look, the government's supposed to be footing the bill for that shit anyway. Right? We not supposed to come out of pocket with any of those expenses under the bankruptcy of 19 was it House Resolution 191. HR 191 say we ain't supposed to pay for nothing. We supposed to discharge anything to the Federal Reserve, which is now closed, so we can't use that system no more. Since we can't use that system, now we have to go to barter and trade on cash and carry. Cash is soon going to lose its value. It's because it wasn't never backed by anything but a promise. And the promise was predicated on a lie. Right? So yeah, so that's where we at on that shit. I mean, like, it's up to us. It ain't up to nobody else. It's up to us to get our head out of our ass and start moving like a collective unit.
Yeah, right? And I feel like that kind of stopped, you know, a certain number of our people from, like, you know, even wanting to, you know, be on this side of the fight, because they'd be like, oh, well, we gonna lose this and that, you know, lights, food, whatever the case may be. But, like, I know we ain't gonna lose none of that shit. Like, we gonna gain more, but like, it still come back to fear mongering. You know what I'm saying, on their side.
Yeah, so as long as you live in your life in fear, you in prison. Fear is a psychological chain. It's the same reason that big ass elephant don't break that string on his ankle. Because when he was a baby, they had a chain put on his ankle. So now he don't even believe he can break it, even if he can. Till he get pissed off.
Right. Till he get pissed off.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't need to worry about none of that shit. None of that third dimensional shit. Whatever they cut off, we can recreate.
Look, all we gotta do is reclaim our shit. We got all that shit as part of it.
Okay.
Your basic living is already supposed to be paid for. Food, clothing, and shelter. You ain't supposed to go into the grocery store with no fucking money.
Right.
You're supposed to go in the grocery store and pick what you want and take that shit home. You ain't supposed to go to no cash registers. All this shit is some new age shit that don't got nothing to do with us, but we believe it's a legitimate way of business. The government supposed to pay the farmers. What they doing? They paying them not to farm. Why are they paying the farmers not to farm? Artificial food shortage.
So this kind of like a spell thing, like kind of like, if we don't believe in it, then it don't exist type of scenario.
No, it's not even that, because you don't have to believe that the system failed. You're going to eventually feel the falling system when the final fall comes. Right? The final exposure of the fall, I should say. Where we see the media outlets as pushing the false narrative. Once we see the media outlets, it's over. That's the part I'm waiting on.
Media outlets. Facts. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I just felt like, you know, a lot of people be scared to, you know, get into this fight because they don't want to lose certain third dimensional, you know, objects. Yeah, they're scared to get out their comfort zone.
Long as you worried about being comfortable, you're not prepared to make no changes.
Thanks.
Because you can go along and get along all you want, but when the shit falls, you're going to fall with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you drop out. I'm gonna draw somebody else in and see if they got some questions. I got 9 people on the wait.
All right, appreciate that.
All the time, God.
Peace and unity, y'all. Yeah.
In order to use it against us.
Right.
So everything been weaponized against us. The classism, racism, sexism, all them isms, the religions, the social factors that's been set up as an illusion to give the appearance of legitimacy.
Right.
Right? Now that shit over with. Because the mission that we own now is to walk through things and try to see it for what it is so we can tell the ones who don't see it what they going into.
How do you know what to say and what not to say? Because I do, like, I know that spirit guides you too, because spirit will, I've had that where it's like, be quiet. But then,
Hmm.
you know, like, I guess I answer my own question, but because sometimes
But
it's like, I don't know if
you
I'm,
have you have clues as to what to say and when to speak up. A good example is I just took my dog for a late walk, later than normal. I just got the urge. I didn't know why, right? So on the walk, I started smoking the blunt, and I'm cool all the way till I get close to my uh dock that I sit on to get my download, right? So by me smoking the blunt, all of a sudden I get this sour taste in my mouth, right? Now, what am I thinking about was this birth certificate right here. And I was thinking about um saving the birth certificate to put in the public domain until like the weekend. Big Mama said, spit that shit up. So it comes across as a physiological response. What I'm thinking and the sudden hit to the body to perform the function, and there's nothing coming up,
mm,
right? The only thing that's coming up is froth,
mm-hmm.
right? So, and then it tell me, okay, Big Mama say spit that shit up, right? And I gotta say it out loud or it won't stop,
Mm.
right? So while I'm sitting here going through this gag and trying to catch my breath and spitting, if I don't say spit that shit up out loud, it won't stop. I'll be doing that shit non-stop until I say it.
Oh my gosh.
And then that's how I know whatever I was thinking about, she said, put that shit out there.
Okay.
Right. So then I come in and I respond by giving the information she told me to give. Spit that shit up.
Okay. It's, you know, I'm silent because it's like, you got to, sometimes like when, you know, when God tells you something, it's like, for real? Like, you want me to say